What's going on, guys? Your boy here, the Chris Phoenix. Instead of sitting here and just, ranting or giving my thoughts, I decided to do a little of both. And what I mean by that is make a little list. Made a list. 10 reasons to make the WWE better. Make it a better product. And I kind of got the idea of, like Daddy, this little series of, 10 things, well not 10 things, but reasons or things that WWE can improve themselves. So let's start it off. These are non-particular order. There's 1 through 10, 1 through 10 is just 10. It's not like number 1 reason, that's not any reason, it's just, the first thing that came on top of my head, you know what I mean? So, let's start with number 1, is enough with the 3-hour Raws. Put it back to 2. Alright, like, people are like, it's bad enough people are complaining about the 2-hour Raws, now it's the 3-hour Raws. It's like, do you really need a wrestling show 3 mother-frickin' hours? I mean, the fact that you can watch a movie, unless it's like Harry Potter or like Lord of the Rings or some other movie that's like 4 hours long, you can watch a movie and you can come back and be like, wow, Raw is still on, you know what I mean? It's like, unless it's a pay-per-view, it should not be 3 hours long, right? The only time, like, 3 hours is acceptable if it's like something special, alright? Raw every week is not special, alright? It's not, alright? It's just, it lags on. It's like, it's not as bad as it was before. I mean, remember people used to drag out, like, oh, Raw should be over, oh no god, we got another hour, you know what I mean? It's just like, I think 3 hours is just, it's too dragging out. People are tired, and most people don't care about it at this point, so it's just like, whatever. Number 2, end pointless storylines. And what I mean by this, I mean storylines like AJ Lee and John Cena. Holy mother of God. Like, this is bad. I mean, this is just, out of all the storylines you had to copy from TNA, this was the one. Like, who's the freaking idiot and writer that decided, LOL, let's steal this one from TNA? I mean, it's just, it doesn't make sense. Like, how in the God's name does this make sense? I mean, like, okay, Vicky is like accusing AJ of having an affair. It's like, Vicky, you did the same thing when you heard the GM with freaking Edge and Eric Escobar and Dolph Ziggler and all the other guys you ever managed or whatnot. But it's just like, it's just so pointless. It's like, AJ, a good talent that can wrestle in the ring, who has decent mic skills. Instead of actually having her go for Divas Championship, and she's over the crowd, so it's like, okay, you might bring some credibility, to that Divas Championship. No, let's put her in a storyline where she's made out with like half the roster this year. I know that's an exaggeration, but she's made out with like 5 different guys this year. It's like, good lord, alright. Now you're the hostie. But seriously, like, enough with this. Like, kill it as soon as possible, alright? I don't want to walk into Royal Rumble here in Phoenix and going, oh god almighty, this storyline is still going on, because it's, I mean, this is what happens when you don't have John Cena in the main event for the, WWE Championship. You have him in this. Oh, I actually somewhat miss him being the main event if this continues. Alright, so number 3, give the Divas mic time. God damn. WWE, you want us to take your Divas seriously, alright? How can we take them seriously when you don't give them personality? That's what was so great, and I'm not going to say Attitude Era, but I'm going to say, like, in the past, let's just say when divas, such as, Molly Holly, Trish, Lita, I guess you say Chyna, what else other divas of our crowd? Jacqueline, Jazz, all these female wrestlers, they all had personalities to them, so we cared about their matches, alright? So we have to sit there going, okay, there's the big booty bitch, Eve, she's hot. Caitlyn, damn, look at those thighs. Yeah, let's get this going, because I really don't care about the next match. You know what I mean? It's like, me personally, I don't want to think that. I want to be invested in some, the Divas. I know a lot of people don't care about the Divas. I'm one of those few that actually do. I want to, I want the Divas to be more than just, oh damn, look at that hot model. It's just more than just models. Be like entertaining. You know what I mean? Alright. So number 4, make the mid-card titles mean something more. And what I mean by that is, like, for example, Antonio Cesaro, he is the United States champion. Not many people, well, unless you're an internet fan and remember him in ROH as Claudio, you're not gonna give crap about Antonio Cesaro. You know what I mean? But he's doing well. He's defeating all these different superstars. R-Truth, Justin Gabriel, Tyson Kidd, guys like that, and he's looking unstoppable type of deal. But why don't you have him in a feud with someone? Have him in a feud with The Miz, for example. I know Miz has been United States champion before, but maybe him and Miz could make an interesting program. Or maybe him and Tyson Kidd. Something like that. Give us something that we care about this. I remember, was it just like a few years ago when Daniel Bryan and Ted DiBiase, when they had a feud, I was interested in that feud because it was built up. They had segments together, they had matches together, so that was something interesting right then and there. The same thing with the IC title. Kofi Kingston is the Unicorn champion. A lot of people said, oh, Miz didn't do shit with the IC title. What is Kofi Kingston doing with the IC title? Like, right now. So, have Kofi face, Wade Barrett or someone, a Midcard. Have him face, another heel. I don't know, someone from the, as crazy as this sounds, the 3-man rock band, maybe Drew McIntyre, I don't know. Have Kofi face somebody and actually have a feud in there so that we as fans can care about it. You know what I mean? Number 5, don't make debuts so obvious. And what I mean by that is when someone makes a debut, don't say their motherfucking name. Like, say, who is this? Why are they doing this? What's going on here? Something like that. Not go Michael Cole. Oh, that's Dean Ambrose. That's Seth Rollins. That's Roman Reigns. They're from NXT. Like, I know some people don't watch NXT, myself included, but like, don't say their freaking names. I mean, we obviously know the face, familiar with them, but I'm sure some people don't watch NXT and don't know them. The casual fan, they don't know the indies. So it's like, oh wow, who is this guy? What's going on here? Something like that. But don't be freaking just saying it right then and there. It's just, ugh. Number 6. For the love of God, end the comedy segments. I thought we were done with this crap. And what I mean by that is, comedy wrestlers, like, Santino, hasn't been on TV with the whole comedy thing all the time. Same with Zack Ryder. But the Great Khali, you bringing the Great Khali back. What the hell? Who the hell wants to see the Great Khali again? I mean, seriously. Great Khali has, in my opinion, my honest opinion, I'm sure some people agree with me, has outrun his freaking, time in WWE. Like, he's been there for now, feels like forever. Alright, just go. Same with Hornswoggle. I mean, what's Hornswoggle even doing now? Like, nothing. It's whatever, Number 7. Stop with the same damn matches every week. And what I mean by this was, here's a good example. Like, a few weeks ago, what was it? I think it was Randy Orton facing Wade Barrett, or Randy Orton facing Brother Real. It was like every freaking week, like on Raw and SmackDown. Oh, tonight, Randy Orton faces Wade Barrett. We saw that, like, for the last 3 straight weeks in a row. Like, we're getting tired of this, and I get it. Your roster is slim, with talent that it's been for years. I understand this. That's why you bring up new talent and try to develop them. But no, guys, you guys have too much with that, with shoving down guys like Randy Orton, John Cena, God, guys like that down our goddamn throats for years that you go, oops, those guys are getting old. What do we do now? Number 8. when superstars make a return, make a big deal of it. For example, Wade Barrett. Wade Barrett had all these, video packages of being a bare knuckle brawler and everything. And I sat there going, cool, Wade Barrett. I kind of liked Wade Barrett. Him coming back, awesome. When he came back, they barely said shit about it. And this is not just him. They've done it to other superstars in the past. Like, the last superstar I can remember that made a return that they made a big deal of it was, like, Kane. Alright? When Kane brought the mask thing, and they only did that was just because, even when Jericho came back, they kind of, they did the whole big video package, with the date and whatnot. But it was kind of like, it kind of felt disappointing. And it wasn't just because of the fact, oh, LOL, Jericho was trolling us all. But just the fact that it was just like, oh yeah, here's Chris Jericho. That's his return. It's just, it seems like WWE is just lazy when it comes to returns. When someone makes a return, you're supposed to be making a big deal of it. Unless it's like JTG or someone making the return, don't make a big deal about it if it's like JTG. But if it's like a Midcarder or a guy who could be up in the main event, make a damn big deal about it. So that we as fans, again, can invest the people. This is what the whole point is, to invest. WWE wants money from us so we can go see their shows and whatnot, buy all their merchandise. But it's kind of hard to do that when you don't invest us. Let's be like the word of like the video, invest. Because it's just, how can we get into them? You know what I mean? Number 9, get rid of some of the talent. Perfect example, Tensai. Well, God, what was the point of bringing Tensai? Guy who used to wrestle in WWE, put him for 3 weeks, seriously, and then afterwards get killed by everybody and their mothers, including Justin Gabriel, rolls him up for a 1, 2, 3. Like, what the hell? How does this make sense? Like, a big guy like Brodus Clay couldn't fucking eliminate Tensai at Survivor Series. Yet a little scrawny Australian guy, not being racist or anything to Australians, but like rolled up for a 1, 2, 3 on Tensai. How the hell does that make freaking sense? Like, I don't freaking know. But it's just, another thing is, I know this is not part of the list, but make feuds more interesting. Like, and this is what leads to this one: get better writers. Really, this is the 10th one, number 10. Get better writers, because this is just like, a lot of people, hated Sheamus versus Big Show. I sat there going, well, at least had a feud to it. What feud was there with CM Punk, John Cena, and Ryback? What did Ryback hate of John Cena? What did Cena hate from Ryback? I mean, there's no reason. Oh, they both want to be WWE champion. Cool. You want CM Punk to feud with every single buddy in the roster? Because I'm sure everybody in the roster wants to be WWE champion. It just doesn't make sense. At least with TNA, yeah, their storylines aren't perfect like WWE's, but, at least I could take them, some of them, if not most of them, seriously. This one, how can I take WWE seriously right now? And it's not the fact that, oh, I hate WWE, I'm bashing WWE, fucking WWE. I'm not doing any of that. It's just, this is a company I've loved ever since I was 8 years old, guys. Little me, But, like, it's just, like, I'm not saying it's horrible. Can it be better? Yes. Do I think it's slowly but surely getting better? Yeah, I do. Because about a month ago, I would not be making this video. I would just sit here and being like, screw this, I'm just gonna lie down, watch TV, probably fall asleep, then wake up the next day, and do whatever. At least, now I'm like, okay, WWE's starting to get me back interested, barely, but something, I'm working my way to it, you know what I mean? So guys, that's my 10 reasons, to possibly, 10 reasons to improve, WWE right now. And I'm sure you guys have your other reasons, and, if you want, you comment down below, you can make video responses of what you guys think is the better reasons, but, these are just mine in particular. Granted, I had, like, 4 minutes maybe to think of all this and write it down, type of deal, or type it down. I'm sure if I thought maybe like 16 more minutes, like 20 minutes, I could have came up with more reasons, but I didn't want to make this video freaking long as hell. Right? I didn't want to be like Truth Slayer that made this for like 40 minutes and bore the living crap out of all of you. You know what I mean? So anyways, guys, that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Yeah.